Hey Star Wars fans! Welcome back to another deep dive into the galaxy far, far away. Buckle up because today's video might just blow your mind. We're about to explore a theory that could change everything you thought you knew about the Star Wars universe. Did the Jedi actually create the Sith? I know it sounds like a wild idea, but bear with me as we unravel this intriguing possibility. I know, sounds crazy, right? But stick with me. This theory has been gaining traction, and it's worth a closer look. So let's dive into the recent bombshell dropped by the Acolyte. This new series has given us a lot to think about. You heard about Kamir, right? This character has been a game changer in the Star Wars lore. This character has really stirred the pot. Kamir's backstory is filled with twists and turns that challenge our understanding of the Sith. Revealed as a Sith Lord, Kamir raises some serious questions about the origins of the Sith. Now here's the kicker. What if the Sith were not always the dark side villains we thought they were? There's speculation that the term Sith might have originated as a Jedi-created slur for dark side users. This idea flips the script on the traditional narrative. It's kind of like the Jedi were saying, "Oh, those guys, they're just Sith." It was a way to dismiss and dehumanize their opponents. And over time, the dark side followers just owned it, reclaiming the name with pride and power. They turned an insult into a badge of honor. But why would the Jedi do that? What could they gain from creating such a term? Well, let's think about it. The Jedi always saw themselves as the guardians of peace and justice. But they were also political players. The Jedi always saw themselves as the guardians of peace and justice. Creating a derogatory term for their enemies would help to justify their own actions and vilify the opposition. Creating a derogatory term for their enemies would help to justify their own actions and vilify the opposition. It was a strategic move to maintain their moral high ground. It's a classic case of othering to solidify their moral high ground. By labeling their enemies as Sith, they could rally support and maintain control. And this theory adds a whole new layer to the light versus dark dynamic. It suggests that the conflict between the Jedi and the Sith is more complex than we thought. If the Jedi played a part in creating the Sith, it complicates the narrative of good versus evil. It suggests that the Jedi are not as infallible as they appear. It suggests that perhaps the Jedi, in their quest for purity, inadvertently sowed the seeds of their own greatest adversaries. Their actions had unintended consequences. Can you imagine the implications? This revelation could change everything we know about the Force, the Jedi, and the Sith. This revelation could reshape everything we know about the Force, the Jedi, and the Sith. It challenges the very foundation of the Star Wars saga. It suggests that the lines between good and evil, light and dark, might be blurrier than we thought. The Force is more complex than a simple binary. So, if the Jedi created the Sith, what does that mean for our beloved galaxy far, far away? It opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. Maybe it's a reminder that the Force is more nuanced than simple binaries, that both sides have their shades of gray, and that understanding the Force requires a deeper look. That both sides have their shades of gray. The Force is a complex and multifaceted entity that cannot be easily categorized. In the end, it's a compelling twist on our understanding of Star Wars lore. It adds depth and complexity to the story we all love. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much of what we know is shaped by perspective and history? How much of history is shaped by the victors? The stories we hear are often told by those who win the battles. And how much is lost in the shadows? What do you think? There are always hidden truths waiting to be uncovered. Did the Jedi really create the Sith? This question opens up a fascinating debate about the nature of the Force and the history of the galaxy. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your theories and ideas. And remember, the Force will be with you, always. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the Star Wars spirit alive. Until next time, may your lightsabers stay sharp and your minds even sharper. Thanks for watching. May the Force guide you on your journey.